run off by yourself to the party?
What do you want me to say? It's not as if we're strangers.
That's what I mean. I thought we were going to discuss our wedding plans.
After Monte Carlo. I told you that. I'm late now. I just wanted to make sure you were there, Big Shot. I want to see your face after I finish exposing you to Gilman.
What's the matter? Have I done something or said something?
It has nothing to do with you. Keep your motor running. I'll be back after the party.
Ooh.
Gut, wir werden bereit sein. Ja.
Yes, please. I want to hire investigation.
You mean you want to hire an investigator?
Yes, I want to hire investigation.
Ah, right. Just 1 minute, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. McBride, there's a gentleman here who would like to hire an investigation.
You mean an investigator?
That's right. I think you better talk to him.
We'll be right out.
Right. He'll be right out. Would you like to have a seat?
No, I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah? I'm Frank McBride. My partner, Pete Ryan. How do you do?
Antonio Giuseppe Giovanni Alebrande. You call me Tony. I want to hire investigation.
You want to hire investigation?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What's your problem? Oh, yeah, step into my office here, Tony. Yeah.
Let's go down.
It's an old family. In your opinion, they think that the woman's place is in the home. Get it?
Oh, the accident here?
No accident. Somebody kill him Michael, no taker that turns it too fast. He was born with a steering wheel in his hand, the engine of fumes in his nose. He drive like a god, perfecto. He knows you make a mistake. I can prove no accident.
Well, if you've got proof, why don't you take it to the police?
Police, they think of Michael a reckless young fool and Tony excitable old fool.
He doesn't like the police.
Yeah, I got that impression. Tell me, did the police refer you to us?
Oh, no. I drive by. I see the sign out the front.
I told you it pays to advertise.
Yes, pay. I pay whatever you want to make an investigation.
Are you a relative of Michael's?
No, I was. He's a mechanic from the time he started to race the Grand Prix cars.
You liked him?
I love him. Now drive it fast. Drive it fast. This car much more older than Mike, but the gearbox is the same. Now drive it fast. I prove no accident. You stop! Now what gear you in?
What'd you holler stop for?
What gear you in?
Second gear.
Mike's car was locked in the fourth gear. This is where he go off. Now Mike could never come into this curve in a fourth gear.
It looks like someone's been moving stuff around.
Now you see. Michael no reckless young man and Tony no excitable old fool. Now we talk a price of hiring an investigation.
Okay, Tony, we'll go back to the office. You tell me and my partner everything you know, and then we'll start the investigation.
You're Mr. McBride, the investigator looking into young Michael's death?
That's right. I want you to know I appreciate your giving me this time.
Nonsense. I was very fond of Michael. If his death wasn't an accident, I want to know it.
According to my information, WRT designs and manufactures most of the electronic circuitry on this planet, and some in outer space.
That's right.
How is it that a giant electronic company would be interested in Grand Prix racing?
When I was a boy down home, I drove some pretty good dirt track.
Oh?
And I've always been fascinated with those pretty Grand Prix machines. So I decided to get into racing, have some fun, lose a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. And?
Well, my geniuses got plenty of recognition. And along came this young guy named Michael Cope. The rest is history.
He was killed on Pine Canyon Road. That road leads right to your house.
Yes, he was in to a party in his honor for the German Grand Prix victory. When he was killed. Come in. Oh, Mr. McBride. This is Arnold Winton.
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Winton?
He invented the ignition system that we use in the racing cars. He's also one of too many vice presidents that we have. The racing division comes under his section of the corporate umbrella. I took the liberty of inviting him to join us. Mr. McBride is looking into Michael's untimely death, Arnold.
Oh, well, I don't see how I can be of any help. I only met Mr. Coast one time at a party that Mr. Gilman gave. I don't even go to the races. Well, I think the man you want to talk to is Gary Long, racing.
Michael's address book you asked for. I packed the rest of his things. I sent him back to his uncle.
Michael was a loud-mouthed, reckless pain in the butt. He wouldn't follow instructions if his life depended on it. I'm not a bit surprised he ran his car up the side of a mountain.
You wouldn't say then that you were grieving over his loss, huh?
Well, sure I am. I got a race coming up in Monte Carlo. He won races. Now, get out here. I got no time to talk to anybody.
Well, you just made the suspect list.
You've got great form.
Thank you. You've got pretty good form yourself.
Listen, you don't seem to be too broken up about your fiancé's death.
Well, being engaged was Michael's idea. And with all the world traveling, I really didn't get a chance to see him that much.
This may seem like kind of an odd question to ask a fiancé, but, were you really in love with him?
I couldn't help but love Michael. He was kind, considerate, thoughtful. He used to send me flowers and cables no matter where he was.
Did you resent being separated from him?
The time we had together more than made up for it. Now, the race course wasn't Michael excelled.
Did he have any enemies that you know about?
Not Michael.
And there seems to be a real serious difference of opinion regarding Michael's personality.
Yeah. Well, at least we'll find out who his friends are tomorrow.
Will be missed by racing fans all the world over. It is always tragic when a vital, energetic youth is suddenly taken from us. As we stand here circling the physical form of Michael, let us find peace in the knowledge that he has gone on to other rooms in God's house. Let us pray.
These names read like a list of who's who in the racing world.
They sure didn't seem to have any love for Michael.
I'd say that's an accurate description, Maggie.
I wonder why. I think he was adorable.
Oh, he was as adorable as an impacted wisdom tooth. Look, let's divide this up now and get started. And I think we should each take over our own particular area of expertise.
Which is?
You take over the girls.
Hey.
And I will take over the brave, rugged men of the track.
This man's name is McBride. He's here investigating my death.
Well?
We put together a special little film here to help us in our hour of grief. I think you might find it interesting. Lights.
Now, you see, I am driving the orange car. Michael is in a white car. Watch this. To Michael Coast. May he spend eternity burning in a grease pit. Now look, Gonzalez is number 3, McAfee is 17, and Kingston is 8. You know who drives the white car? Success of the night.
Number 33 is my car. Behind the hill, he comes on the inside just under me, forcing me high. That's how I lost my leg.
You got any idea who killed him?
Well, I got up speed, and Lady Luck had a meeting. And they decided that a madman like Michael Coast didn't deserve to live.
What do you want?
I'd like to ask you a couple of questions about Michael Coast.
Get in.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't ride in these things. I just got a couple of little questions I'd like to talk to you.
Look, I've got a race in Monte Carlo to get ready for and a test track to check out. I don't have time to stand around and chit-chat.
This will only take a minute, you see. No, this will only...
Look, either we talk as I drive or we don't talk.
The drivers lied to you about one thing.
Yeah?
Michael wasn't reckless. As a matter of fact, he was so good, the other drivers had to overdrive their abilities to try to keep up with him. Sometimes they crashed.
Thank you very much.
Oh, now that's the best one yet. That looks wonderful on you. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's very pretty.
I I assume that you and Michael Coast were engaged to be married.
Well, how did you know that? Our engagement was a secret.
Just a lucky guess. Just lucky. When was the last time you saw Michael?
It was the night he was killed.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
He wouldn't discuss our wedding plans. He was upset about something. That's unlike Michael. He called somebody. I couldn't hear who. And he told them he was going to expose somebody he called Big Shot to Mr. Gelman when he got to the party. I told the police, but they said his death was an accident.
That's all?
Oh, there was something in an envelope that seemed important. It was a little piece of plastic or something.
Did you have a chance to see what it was?
From a distance. I have no idea what it was.
Do you have any idea who he might have been talking to that night on the telephone? Or do you have any idea who might have wanted to kill him?
His death was an accident. No one would want to kill Michael. He was too thoughtful, too kind. You know, he sent me cables and flowers no matter what part of the world he was in.
I'll find out what I can from Gelman. And in the meantime, I think we should talk to Tony again. See if we can find anything he may have forgotten, huh?
Yeah, well, he's downstairs in the Bazooki bar.
I think I'm being followed. I'll take a roundabout route and meet you and Tony at the Bazooki.
Okay, take care of yourself.
He went to check the cars the night before the big race. Now, he always does that. But this time, when he come back, he was upset about something. But he not telling me.
He was upset?
Yes.
When he came back to the States, did he mention anything about anyone connected with WRT?
I stayed in Germany to look after the shipment and the cars.
Yeah?
I don't get back till the morning after Michael was killed.
Oh. Excuse us? Just a second, don't you? What do you think about that? Well, Gelman was no use. 4 phones in that house going all night long.
I got some more good news.
What?
Malcolm and Maggie verified the alibis of the 5 fiancés and the drivers. None of them were near the canyon.
Hey, barking up the wrong trees. Wrong suspects.
You know, there were 2 things in Michael's life. Driving and women, right?
Well, the women are clean. Leaves driving.
Grand Prix cars travel all over the world.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have a friend of mine, huh? He used to smuggle stuff in bulldozers in Europe, see? And then he'd bring them up to the border and smuggle them over the border. They don't check that much, you know.
Perfect cover. Perfect.
Yeah. Now, maybe Michael saw something that night or found something that night, the night that Tony's talking about when he went out to check out the car.
Whoa. There's only one way to clear that up. One of us has to work his way into the WRT organization.
Don't look at me. Oh, don't look at me. See, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not going to drive the car.
There is a driver in the WRT organization that just fits your area of expertise.
And this is why you got me over here. To listen to some insane babbling about Michael being murdered, and an idiotic scheme to train him as a driver?
Michael, don't make a mistake of driving. You know this. Someone had changed the reflect on the highway.
We want to find out who killed him.
They were probably just trying to murder his ego and got the body by mistake.
Will you help?
Tony, I'm sorry. I know you loved him. This has just all taken me by surprise.
Will you help us?
Have you something more important to do?
No, I don't.
You're a good woman. You should be home having the babies.
Tony.
It's not my fault Coast stumbled on the circuit. You have been paid $100,000 for the space shuttle circuit. We need it. We don't have it. If it weren't the WRT personnel were subject to spot searches, I would have had you bring it here to me today. I told you, there's already a duplicate circuit in the car. Your men can take it off in Monte Carlo.
No. There's been a change in plans. I will be in Monte Carlo. You will take the circuit from the car and bring it to me personally.
No.
Well, now that you are out of your financial difficulties, it seems that you feel you are no longer obligated to obey instructions. Let me remind you that we have complete records of all the money paid into your Swiss accounts. Now, if fear of exposure is not sufficient motivation, then we will have to kill you.
No, see, you don't understand. I can't go running off to Monte Carlo, not now with McBride nosing around.
I'm keeping an eye on him. If he gets too close, we kill him also.
Hey, you know what? I can't find the horn.
From what you've shown me so far, you wouldn't know how to blow it if you found it.
In the groove. What happened to the kind praise you were flowering on me?
When you make that demonstration drive for Gary, do you want to look like a driver? Or like you just parked your soapbox derby buggy out front at the gate? Now get on it in those S's and let's drive.
Tony will be very happy when we're done because I'm going to break both of your legs and you'll have to stay home and have
Hello.
Ah, Pete. The old instincts were correct. I was being followed. I almost trapped the guy in an alley, but he... Oh, by the way, the car belongs to the East German Trade Mission. I think we should the FBI notify. Versteh?
Hey, no, I don't think so, Mac. They'll just march in there and scare everybody into hiding. I think we ought to wait until after Monte Carlo.
According to Michael's experience, we just might not live that long.
Hey, well, I vote we take the chance, okay?
Right.
Can I do anything?
You can pray, okay? You can pray that you taught me well enough to drive that car tomorrow to fool Gary or anybody else who might be watching me.
You're gonna be fine. But you know, I am worried about one thing.
What's that?
If you don't catch the bad guys before race time, and if anything should happen to me, you're either gonna have to drive that car or blow your cover. And either way, I'm afraid you might end up getting killed.
Do me a favor. What? Don't think about that now.
He is as good as Tony says he is. We should hire him. We need a backup driver for Monte Carlo.
I know him since he was a smaller boy in my village. He's no great. He's a magnifico. He's better with the cars than with the ladies. And with the ladies, he is a god.
Allora, che cosa facciamo? Does he understand English?
Yes. If it has to do with the cars and the ladies. If not, I don't you think he cared too much?
We had one like that.
We should at least see what he can do. The company's going to be mad as hell if you show up in Monte Carlo a driver short.
From a very smaller village. You don't understand the value of the money, so you get him a cheap.
Okay, you got a job. Tell him.
Questo stupido mi credo.
Grazie. Grazie molto.
Io sono Stefato. Ecco, andiamo qui.
What he says is he wants to check into the hotel.
I could take him on over to the cafe and introduce him to some of the other drivers.
It's okay by me. Tell him on race day to keep his interpreter out of the pits.
Once you get the bags in the hotel, get back here and relieve Tony watching the cars.
Oh, I'd rather go to the cafe and watch the fiery mademoiselles. Good Lord. All right.
Signora. Parla italiano? Una tavola per due. Grazie.
That's Arnold Winton at that table over there. He's the VP in charge of the racing division. I met him once, but I've never seen him at a race before.
Signora, Vuole qualcosa da bere? Something to drink?
Martini.
Un momento, signora. A martini?
I want you safe, sane, and sober at race time. I mean, if you get a little tipsy, I might have to drive the car. I don't want to do that, huh?
Signora.
Virgin Mary.
Mary de Virginal.
Wait. Hey, what's the matter?
Hey, how about slowing down, champ? You're getting all tensed up. You're making me nervous.
You know what's bothering me? What's driving me up the wall is that we have to work on their timetable. There's no way that we can force them to make a move.
We're both on the same time schedule, and I'll tell you, if there's anything on that car, a gizmo or whatever it is, they're going to have to make that switch before race time tomorrow.
They're bright, Mac.
How do you mean?
That is the oldest con in the world. Transferring the contraband while the whole town watches the race, that is old. An old one.
I just saw this guy Ronald Winton take something from under the hood of the car, and he split. I'm on my way.
Don't get too close.
Okay. I thought the nightlife here in Monte Carlo was supposed to be exciting.
What's the matter with you, Malcolm? You don't call truly mysterious strangers in a foreign country exciting, huh?
Pete, you know there happens to be a magnificent casino in this town. And this turkey is still in this hotel room. You guys. Whoa!
You all right? out of his head.
Oh, boy. Viva de God, I love you, huh? Oh, my little pigeon. Oh.
Small world. My ship in the Gulf of Toronto in a 42, too.
We might have been shooting at each other.
Could have.
Here's the piece.
Here's to the lady and the magnificent fourth-place finish that you did. And thanks for helping us, huh?
Hey, you know I have to start training for the Indies soon. Doesn't leave much time for anything else.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Monsieur Ryan?
Oui.
I've been told you're a good friend of Michael Coast.
Ah.
My wonderful lover who sent me flowers and cables.
Your fiancé, right?
Right?
Well, we weren't really friends.
You must be kind like he was. I want to spend some time with you.
I still have 2 weeks before the next race.
Bessie.
Oh, what?
More driving training, I suppose?
You know, Mac, you're not only a good detective, you're a great detective. Great.